Believe we are live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we'll get started. Everything looks good. Brilliant. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Uzair and it is 4 o'clock on the 7th of August, or October, I should say, 2020. Welcome to today's live stream. If you are new here, I'm going to be covering a topic on Google Ads about keyword research. So the format is I'll go through the exercise of how I do my keyword research, and towards the end of the session I'm going to answer any questions you may have. Anyone watching live, or if you are watching the recording, you can either put your questions in the comment box around the video, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. So before you start any campaign, what you need to do is to make sure that you have got your keywords in order, as well as your negative keywords, which will save you a ton of money. And today I'm going to be going through the keyword research for the market or the niche for mortgages, and see how we can sort out our keywords, ad groups, so that they are very well organized, and then you can write the relevant ads for those keywords. I see Amish, Mike, hello guys, thanks for being here. And yeah, please put any questions you may have in the box. So let's hop onto our Google Ads keyword planner, which you can go from here, tools and keyword planner. Put in a keyword, whatever you want, and as you put in, you'll obviously see all the list over here. I tend to sort them out by the average monthly searches, so I can see which ones have got the highest number of searches. And then you will also see in here some other keywords which may be applicable or relevant to your main keyword. So we've got loans. Now loan is too broad, as well as mortgages, because it could be commercial mortgage, buy to let mortgage, first time buyer mortgages, and so on. So we're going to sort this out in a minute. Tracker mortgages is good. Adjustable rate mortgages, home equity loans, that's completely a different niche, but it is relevant to mortgages. Business loans is not, personal loans is not, and obviously credit card. So you see a long list of keywords. I'm just searching in the location for the UK, and you will have loads of keywords, which are about 534 keywords. So you need to go through most of them and not all of them, because some of them will be very low volume searches which we don't need, but some really good ones. Long tail keywords are good, and what I mean by long tail keywords is like 3 or more words. Some people say 2 or more, but any keyword which has got more than 2 words is classified as a long tail. Okay, I'm just gonna close my door because there's some noise coming from the next door. Okay, that's better. And we have got 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, and so on, right? There are loads of them, some really good ones. Okay, then on the right hand side you have the refined keywords tab or column, and in here you've got a really good selection of, it will give you an idea, not selection, it will give you an idea of how you can sort out your ad groups. So first of all, if you want to sort out by brands or by financial institutions, we can have Barclays, Halifax, HSBC, NatWest, all of these. What you need to be very careful is You can't, if it's a trademark, you can't use them in your ads, but you can bid on them and trigger the ads. And there's some more over here, there's loads. Then they got other brands, and then they have got the percent, interest rate or down payment, keywords. Then we have the loan, fixed rate mortgage, first mortgage. So this is very relevant for me. Now it is hidden behind me. I'll try and, no, I need to move it the other way, but you can just about see on just behind me. I'm going to put it in the spreadsheet in a minute, so I'm sorry I can't scroll any further. So what I do is I'm going to download all these keywords by clicking on this download keyword ideas, all of them. Right? Doesn't matter if it's a competition, high, medium, low, that's irrelevant. These will give me an idea of the top of page bid, which is the low range, and the top of page bid high range. Yeah, some will be very cheap, some will be expensive. So like this one is 168, high bid 2382. So mortgages, I never have seen that it's so low that you'll be able to get your ads shown or get any impressions. You need to be fairly competitive for your bids, especially in this niche: mortgages, loans, insurance. Expensive keywords, but obviously your customer lifetime value is quite high. You're not selling a $10 product. So once I've downloaded all this, I go into my keyword planner. I've given the list in the comment box over there. You can download it for free, and yes, it's in there. So hello everyone, Sandeep, Vanam, Wine 2 drivers, lovely. If you do have any questions, then put them along as you go along on there, and I'll answer them at the end. Okay, so I've downloaded them and I put them in these two columns. So column A has got the keywords, and the reason why I put in the number of searches is so I can see how much volume I've got. Because what I don't want to do is to go after keywords which have got 10 or 15 or 20. Like these are very low volume, but sometimes I do put them up and see what happens if I find them they are low search volume, then obviously we take them out. Okay, first of all, I will always avoid more single word keywords, too broad. You know, mortgages, insurance, photography, travel, food is too broad. Golf, you know, you're going to burn up your budget. You got to go a bit more exact than that. And when we go with multiple words or multiple words in a phrase, then you are narrowing down that mortgage type. So let's say buy to let. That's a good one. Now if I don't offer buy to let mortgages, I can instantly put all of these keywords in as negative keywords. NatWest, I'm bidding after the brands now. Halifax, okay, Santander, HSBC. Now sometimes, quite often when you are working with brands, you can get permission from the actual company that you as a reseller or an agent are allowed to bid on their brand terms and be able to use them. So you get the permission from them, and Google will allow you to use that trademark, so then you can use it in your ads as well. But very few companies will give you that permission because they want to bid on their own brand themselves. Okay, let's go equity release. Now this is extremely important, how you set up an ad group. So each column is my ad group. or a negative keyword list. I can have an account level negative keyword list, and if I'm not offering NatWest or Halifax, I can put in NatWest as a negative term. So any term with NatWest in it will be taken out, or Halifax, but I want to see what type and what kind of searches are being made, so I can get some ideas from here. First time buyer, so let's put in first time buyer, or we can put in remortgage or interest only mortgage. Remortgage is again single word. Interest only, that's a good one. Buy to let we have done. Mortgage deals, that's a good one. People are looking for deals. That will be an extremely good one because the intent is there. It's a very high intent phrase. Best mortgage deals, best remortgage deals, compare remortgage. If I were to just search for remortgage, I can see that we are getting some really good keywords. Best remortgage deals, best remortgage rates, buy to let, Halifax, help, nationwide, all of these. So I will avoid the single word. I'll just take it out from here. Remortgage deals, remortgage house rates, and so on. Remortgage with bad credit. Okay, so let's put in bad credit. See what happens. There you go. So you see now, instead of scrolling through here on the column A, I can just look over in here as well and pick up some words which will be relevant to my ad groups. I can put in equity release. Now with equity release, I do know because we have run quite a bit of campaigns for that. These are for over 55s who own their homes and they want to release some equity in their homes. So what we can do is we can target, if especially on GDN or YouTube or wherever, by the age, over 50 or over 40. But sometimes the children might be looking for the equity release for their parents. So they themselves may not be looking for it, but anybody, let's say over 40, we don't want anybody younger because they probably will not be looking for equity release. So you also need to know a little bit about your demographics, the age, and the audience who you are targeting. So although this is extremely important that you spend a little bit of time over here to set up these ad groups properly, and I do this on a regular basis because I want you to keep getting that same message that this is really an important exercise. I don't want you to spend hours on end either. 15-20 minutes at the max. You've sorted out 10-15 ad groups, which is more than enough to get you started. You don't want hundreds of ad groups, because if you are new to Google Ads, you will not be able to manage your campaigns properly because you will have too many ad groups. Start with whatever you are comfortable with, and then as the search queries come in, and then you can see, you know what, I've not got this search term, I'm going to put this in as a keyword in the ad group, or make a new ad group from it. So you can keep on evolving your campaigns. And this is how easy and quick it is to use this keyword planner, which we've got it programmed for our internal use only, but as a gesture of goodwill, we're letting you download it for free. All you need to do is to just sign up on that landing page which I've given you, and you'll be able to instantly use it and use it as much as you want. Please don't ask for access to this file. All you need to do is, once you have clicked on it, you go to File, make a copy, and save it onto your Google Drive, and then you can keep on making copies after copies after copies. And that's how easy and quick it is to set up a list of your keywords in an ad group and also sort out your negative keywords. So if you are not offering anybody with a bad credit history, you put them as a negative keyword. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the comments now, and now it's your chance to put any questions you may have about keywords or anything in general with regards to Google Ads or digital marketing. More than happy to answer them for you. Sandeep, how can we know they are trademarked? They will be. Most major companies or brands will have their logos and their names trademarked. And if you are not sure and you use them, your ads will be disapproved, and Google will give you the reason that they are trademarked, and they will then give you a link to one of their forms or the pages where you can apply for use of trademark. For example, Apple iPhone, you'll never get it, so it's a waste of time. Okay, Sandeep, so can we use a cheap one? What do you mean by cheap one, Sandeep? Or the trademark? A trademark is a trademark, so I'm not sure whether you're referring to that or not. It's not an expensive or a trade one. It's just a trademark for a company. That clip, hello. Optimizing campaigns means increasing the optimizing percent. I think you're referring to the recommendations on the tab. I'm pretty certain you are. Not necessarily, no. Okay. You want to have that optimization score as high as possible, but a lot of recommendations which Google will give you may not be relevant to you and your campaigns. So it's up to you to take those recommendations on board or to ignore them. It's entirely up to you. But running those scores high does not mean that you have optimized your campaign properly, because one of the optimization tips they will give you is increase your budget. It doesn't mean that your campaign is optimized. I'm not able to see exact search volume in Keyword Planner. No, you will not. Google won't give you the match type search volumes. It will just give you the keyword as broad match. Hi, Adam. Have you ever had an issue with conversion tracking breaking? Okay, yeah, good question. I was working on one of the campaigns earlier on today. I was seeing conversions consistently and then they stopped. In analytics, I see conversions, but not within Google interface. So what we do is, yes, there's every chance of things not working, and it doesn't mean that you set it up properly that is going to keep on running properly. So there's two ways you can keep an eye on it. First of all, set up your Google Ads conversion tracking, and then set up conversion tracking in Google Analytics and import them into Google Ads, but do not, and I repeat, do not include in conversions. There's a little checkbox in the conversion setting tab, right? So then you can see now Google Analytics, from my experience, will always underreport the conversions. So as long as they are similar or same, they will never be exact. You know that the conversion tracking is working. Now, if it's an e-commerce website, you can quite easily track how many conversions Google is showing in there and how many orders you are getting in your Shopify backend. The only thing you'll need to keep in mind is you may get direct traffic or traffic from other channels in Shopify, which obviously will show more conversions compared to your Google Ads, but you'll see in there as well that how much Google is sending. So Google Ads conversion tracking pretty much works. That's everybody which uses, and you have a backup. So if it's showing 0 conversions and analytics is showing some data in there, that means something is wrong. So that's a backup. way of this is how you will set up your conversions, so you have a kind of like a second opinion, not an opinion, but you can see the conversions in both and ads, Google Ads conversions, as well as Google Analytics one. Hi, Vanam, how to find rich niches clients for Google Ads? I'm not sure what you mean by rich niches. Every niche has, the rich is in the niches. You can go after any niche. You can go after mortgage people. You can go after insurance, dentist, locksmith, plumbers, you name it. Every niche will have its own set of clients, and you can go after them. So if you do it properly, you are going to find some really good clients in every niche. Hi, Mike. If one starts with manual bidding, is it best to go high, then decrease, or steadily increase? There's two ways to do this. You can start low and then wait and wait and wait. Nothing happens, then you increase and then increase and keep on increasing until you start to get the impressions, and then you are competitive in the search term impressions, or the search term impressions lost by budget or rank or whatever. Or you can shortcut, you can go aggressive and then start to decrease. So if you all of a sudden see that your absolute top of the page search impression share is 80 or 90%, then you know that you are paying too much for the click, so you can start to reduce your bids down. I would go with the second option, personally speaking, because I don't want to lose time. But I will have clients saying after 2 days or 1 day, oh, I only got 100 impressions and 5 clicks. So I want to get the campaign a big push in the beginning and then settle down whatever Google needs as the right or the relevant CPC. How long should one wait before changing the bid if there are no results? A day, especially for the impressions and the clicks, and see how they go, but not every few hours. I wouldn't do that so quickly. For an RLSA audience, yeah, you need 1,000 cookies. That's right. If this 1,000 audience based on the day range and goals you set within analytics, no, it needs to be in that audience list of 1,000. So if whatever audience you set up, then you can allocate that audience as that RLSA. And those of you who don't know what RLSA means, it is a remarketing list for search ads. So you can remarket on search network as well. So anyone who has been to your website, they did not convert, they go back to Google and they start searching for the same keywords again, Google will know that they have been to the website, and you can bid adjust 40%, 50%, but that is a very hot audience. So don't be scared to bid really high, 50%, 60, 80%, but you want to go back after them, bring them back to your website for that conversion. Sandeep, so Apple phone introducing the privacy settings, if it happens, other companies will also do that in the near future. So how much impact do our digital marketers, can we target those privacy settings? Well, we have to go with what the privacy settings are. These laws and regulations keep on changing, and we've got to live with it. There's no hacks or tricks or techniques which I can show you or teach you, or nobody can actually. So whatever it is, it is. So Facebook changes their privacy policies, then we've got to abide by them, and it's the same level playing field for everybody. It's not like your competitors have got access to those privacy settings which are different to yours. Everybody's in the same boat. Hi Wesley, can you place TrueView discovery ads as placement ads? Yes, I believe so. You can, yes, you can place them as discovery. ads as placement ads. Yes. So you set up your discovery campaign, and then you go under placements and then target YouTube channel, youtube.com or whatever placements you want. Sandeep, I'm planning for food item and hair product. One is traditional Paped, I'm not sure what that means, and hair products. I'm in the stage of product designing stage. I want to start Google Shopping ads. Can you give me any suggestions? Well, my suggestion first of all would be to get your website ready first of all, and then you start looking at Google Shopping. So shopping campaign is, yeah, that would be the right way. If it's an e-commerce website, then I would recommend that you start a shopping campaign and get started. But get the website done, and then you start thinking about Google ads. Because what you're trying to do, Sandeep, is you're trying to run before you can walk. You're trying to overcomplicate. You're overburdening your mind, right? Oh, I need to do Google Shopping. But first you need to have your website done. Just focus on one job at a time rather than 10 different ones, because you are going to get bogged down. You know, if you got a heavy weight over your shoulders and then I tell you, okay, Sandeep, go and walk 5 miles, you're going to, oops, is the paper shredder starting on its own? Sorry about that. And if you got a heavy load on your shoulders and I tell you to walk or run, you'll be tired after a few minutes. But if you have no weight over on your shoulders and less weight, you'll be able to travel and go and reach your destination a lot quicker. So focus on one, get your website ready. Just don't worry about marketing, because you cannot start marketing until you started your website. You're most welcome, guys. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, I enjoy answering your questions, and I know sometimes I may come across as blunt, but sometimes it's tough love. I don't want to give you some fluffy advice. I'm just going to give you the way it is, whether people like it or not. But it's best to be, honest and upfront and straightforward in life with everyone. And I believe people appreciate that even more. Okay, I'm gonna go to the last one before I sign off for Vanam. Best keyword research tool for exact location. Even I think Google is not updating keywords every day. Okay, so you know something which I don't, I guess. Why would you say that Google is not updating any keywords? Do you have any data to back that statement? We personally use Google Keyword Planner in our agency. Works well, has been working well for many years. There are lots of other third-party tools. I find we just overcomplicate things and overcomplicate matters. Just give what Google has on its database, because all these other third-party tools, where do you think they get the data from? It's from Google. So it's whether you go to Google directly or you go to somewhere else, but you're still going to come back to Google. So it's up to you. What you could do is go to Google, put in best keyword research tool. You'll get a list of keyword tools. Go with them for the free trial. Whichever one you like, you stick with it and you use it. So don't take my word for it, because I may love Google Keyword Tool or Keyword Tool Planner and you may hate it. So test it, test different ones and see which one is good for you. How many minimum keywords should be there for advertising in specific locations? You can start with 1. You can start with 100 or 1,000. I've shown you over here right now. I have 600 in my list, and I've taken out of 600 about at least a few dozen. It's not the quality, it's the quantity. It's not the quantity, it's the quality of the keywords. You don't want to go after low volume search terms, which is just going to bulk up your account. although it is not affecting you personally, but it's just going to be in your face all the time, where you got hundreds of keywords with 0 impressions all the time. So you get rid of those and start with small, and then slowly build and grow your campaigns. Cool. So thank you guys for being here today. If you haven't subscribed, then please do, and hit the bell notification button, and you'll be the first one to get a notification when we upload something or we go live. So I'll be back again tomorrow at 4 o'clock, same place over here on our channel. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.